What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today I am so excited because I have my hands on the actual ordering guide for the new 2021 Roush F150. In this video, we're going to give you a full preview of the vehicle, kind of give you some ideas of what you can expect as far as the price points that's coming later on in the video, but also what you can expect as far as an aesthetic and also performance related metrics. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. First off, let's talk a little bit about the actual F-150 that these vehicles are going to be built on. And we'll talk a little bit about Roush's background history as well. So as you guys know, Roush Performance has been customizing trucks, I think since 2013 or 2014. They've been doing it a long time, and they've been doing the Mustangs even longer. So when I started here at this dealership, we were originally selling the Roush 360R Roush Mustang. And now some of you OGs might actually know what that is. If not, we'll put some images right there on the screen so you can kind of see what's going on. The reason I even bring that up is to let you know that Roush Performance, they know what they're doing. They over-engineer almost everything that they build, which is great because you end up with a superior product. The only downside to that is it takes a little bit longer for those products to actually make it to market. But nonetheless, I would much rather be in that situation than hodgepodging something together. So as you can obviously see right there on the screen, it is going to be completely different than the previous generation Roush F-150. You've got different bumper, different grills, and as you know, the F-150 itself is 93+% different than the previous generation of the F-150. The chassis of these Roush F-150s are going to be built on either an XLT 302A equipment group or a 502A equipment group. Now, as you can see right there on the screen, the Roush F-150 is going to be available only in select colors. So agate black, race red, iconic silver, Oxford white, carbonized gray, and leadfoot are going to be the only colors available on the Roush F-150. Now, a couple of notable things you need to realize is that Rapid Red is not on there. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe the demand for the Rapid Red is not there like it was for the Ruby Red in the previous generation, but it's interesting to not see that color here on the vehicle itself. Now, all of these trucks are going to be built on a sport appearance package, so you're going to have body colored front bumpers, rear bumpers, no chrome on the truck anywhere. That's kind of the overall theme of the vehicle itself, is no chrome anywhere itself. And so that's kind of what you're looking at as far as the Ford factory chassis. I don't want to spend too much time on that because we've got plenty of other videos that talk about what is included in 302A equipment groups, the XLT, and then also the 502A equipment groups. Before we get any further in today's video, I want to tell you about our sponsor today, and this video is sponsored by Honey. Now, it seems like these days that online shopping is really the only kind of shopping that we actually do, and that's where Honey comes in. It's a free browser extension that automatically searches the entire internet for coupon codes and automatically tests and applies those coupon codes at checkout. Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks, and then when you're checking out on one of the 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey automatically tests and applies those coupons to your cart, and there you go. You get to sit there and watch the prices fall. I personally saved $11 the other day at Best Buy because, as you guys know, I love cool custom cars and trucks, but I also love camera gear that we use to make this YouTube channel with, so I use it all the time. Now, my family has actually personally used Honey for years, even before they reached out to us to sponsor this video. Get Honey for free today by going to joinhoney.com/townandcountry. That's joinhoney.com/townandcountry, so that way they know that we sent you. And a huge thanks to Honey for sponsoring today's video. So as far as the options are concerned from Roush Performance, let's dive into what is standard equipment and what it costs, and then we'll talk about each and every single one of those options that come in thereafter. So the very first thing you need to realize is that this particular vehicle comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty from Roush. They have a fantastic warranty, and you're not going to have any issues. Roush is actually covered over across the entire United States, and I also believe it's in Canada and Mexico as well. So don't hold me to that last part, but I do know they've got an extensive dealer body in the United States. And speaking of dealer body, if you are looking for a dealership that is going to be getting a lot of these, knows what they're talking about, and is going to take you seriously and also treat you fairly as far as the pricing is concerned, give us a call. The phone number is 205-491-0000 if you'd like to order one or simply buy one off of the lot. Now, keep in mind that these things are not being produced changed quite yet. We are taking orders, and that's what this is the order form. And I'll share that on the screen so you can kind of see what's going on there as well. But as you can see, it comes with a Roush signature high flow grille, and it also has got integrated lighting. It's designed to kind of look Raptor-esque as far as the front end is concerned. And as you can see, it also comes with custom front bumper cover. Now, the cool part about that is it is adaptive cruise control compatible. Usually when you start talking about modifying that front bumper, there's an adaptive cruise sensor on every one of these F-150s, and that sensor is used for collision mitigation, so it can detect that your vehicle is going to get into an accident. Even if the vehicle doesn't have adaptive cruise control, it still has that sensor, and you can't afford for it to be blocked. And that's cool that they've included that on this particular vehicle as well. Now, this is going to be one of the most controversial things about the new Roush F-150, and I don't really know what to think about it yet. I want to reserve my statements on my opinions of the appearance until I get a chance to see it in person. But nonetheless, it actually has a wide body color matched fender flares with accent lightings. So very similar to how like the Stradman has a wide bodied Lamborghini Aventador where he's cut the fenders out and then slapped these wide body fender flares on there. It's kind of the same thing that Roush is doing with their vehicle, but just a little bit more aggressive and a lot more fine tuned. Another cool feature that comes standard in this Roush package is going to be the fender extractors with the Roush badges. It just gives it a nice unique look on the vehicle itself, so that way you know you're not just driving a normal, quote unquote, normal F-150. And another very cool feature are going to be the Roush, the R logo puddle lamp. So when you open the door, you've got a beautiful R that is shining on the ground down below you. Yet another small little thing that Roush does to make sure that everybody knows you didn't buy just a normal F-150. When it comes to the powertrain of the vehicle itself, for 2021, there will not be a supercharged F-150 from Roush specifically, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The main reason is going to be carb compliancy. So if I'm not a lawyer or what have you, I'm just a good old boy from Alabama. And anyway, so when it comes to supercharging vehicles, it has to be carb compliant. It has to be certified to be able to sell in all 50 states. Not all states are the exact same, but that's the reason that they are going to hold off a year before they actually start installing these superchargers from the Roush factory. Now, the cool part is the superchargers are supposed to be available for install as a post-title sale anytime in late summer. I'm guessing July, August, but please don't hold me to that because I truly don't have any insider information on that. That's just my true guess. But there will be superchargers available in 2021. They won't be installed by Roush Performance because of the carb compliancy. I hope that makes sense. But as far as the powertrain is concerned, this vehicle does come standard with the Roush signature exhaust system. It's a normal standard exhaust system, and it sounds fantastic on the 5.0, which, by the way, that brings me up to my next point, is you can only buy the Roush F-150 in the 5.0. So if you wanted a 3.5 EcoBoost, unless you do something strange or something unique or special, you're not going to be able to just walk into a dealership and buy a 3.5 EcoBoost with the Roush Performance package on there. As far as the suspension is concerned, you're going to have a Roush tuned Fox 2.0 performance coilover system. So basically what that does is it comes with coilovers in the front, and it's going to come with Fox racing shocks in the rear. It's very similar to the kit that you've been able to find across the board from Roush Performance and Ford Performance all throughout the years, the 15 through the 2020 Ford F-150. The wheels on this truck is going to be satin gray wheels, and they're going to be wrapped in a 33-inch General Grabber ATX tire. Now, this is, as I've mentioned to you in a previous video, in a couple of different previous videos, General makes a great tire. It's not the best tire in my opinion, but it's a really, really good option, especially for the money. It's not that expensive of a tire, but nonetheless, that's kind of what you get. It's a good all-around vehicle. It's kind of a, what do they say, a jack of all trades and a master of none. Is that what they call it? Anyways, so let's keep moving. Let's talk about the graphics themselves. Now, as I've mentioned to you earlier, every single one of these things comes with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty from Roush Performance. Now, the standard kit from Roush Performance comes with a Roush hood graphic, Roush front banner, which goes across that windshield. You've got the Jack Roush signature, you've got door graphics, and you also have the USA flag graphic, which is absolutely iconic on all of these Roush F-150s. This is probably one of my favorite features, and maybe that's just because I'm a red-blooded American and I love seeing that American flag as I love my country. And then also you've got the Roush tailgate graphic as well. As far as the interior is concerned, yet again, 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, but you've got Roush molded floor liners for the front and the rear. the front and the rear. And the cool part is these are WeatherTech mats that are made specifically for Roush Performance. So I think it's pretty cool. I love the WeatherTech mats I've had now. Oh my gosh, I guess I've had it since 2015. I've had the same set of mats since 2015. They're WeatherTech and they hold up really, really well. You'll like them if you haven't had a chance to use those before. Roush pedal covers is going to be a late availability option, but it is going to be standard on some of these late availability vehicles. Won't be so on the very first ones that are rolling off the assembly line. But Roush gauges, you've got a serialized dash badge, which I think is one of my favorite features of the Roush F150, is that they serialize every single one of those vehicles. So the downside to something like TC Customs or SCA Performance or Tuscany or any of these other brands, they don't really exclusively number their vehicles, with the exception of like the Shelby F-150. But most of those, they don't exclusively number their vehicles. Roush numbers every last truck, and I think that's a great feature, a great touch that they do that not everybody else does across the board. Another cool thing is the vehicle comes with a certificate of authenticity, and it also comes with a R badged key fob. So as you flip the key over, whether it's an XLT or a Lariat, they all have that push button start now, and they all have that R on the back of the key fob, yet again to remind you that you bought a Roush, not just a normal F-150. So everything that we just mentioned to you, you get for $16,745. That's the cost of the Roush package, above and beyond what the actual truck costs. So is this a cheap truck? Absolutely not. It is not even going to be close to a cheap truck. Is it going to be awesome? Absolutely. And I'm very excited to hopefully see one of these things in person very, very soon. Wink, wink. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any fun videos we've got planned. I'm not going to say any more. Let's keep moving on. Let's talk about those optional features. So a couple of things. You've got a couple of different graphics packages that you can choose for. You've got the accent graphics package. You also have a premium leather package, which is going to be a late availability, and they're estimating hopefully May or June before that leather is actually available. And a fun note about that leather that they use is they actually have, when they're installing their leather, they do it on site in Michigan where they built all these vehicles. And the cool part is they test every single one of these seats to make sure that the airbag continues to work after they install it. So I think it's really cool that they take the time to not only install it properly, but also test to make sure that you're not going to have an airbag malfunction in case of an accident. The optional cost for that leather, and it is Roush badged and serialized, is $1,850. It's a lot of money for a piece of leather, you know, for the front and rear, but it does look really, really nice. They've always done a good job with their high-end quality. You have to pay for it. Unfortunately, I wish it was free. But in addition to that, you also have the active exhaust system. It's the Active Control Performance Exhaust System. That's an $1,800 upcharge, and with that, you have the ability to select and tune how loud you want the exhaust system as you're driving down the road. So if you hate your neighbors and you want to piss them off and wake them up every morning, that's a great way to do it. Or if you love your neighbors and you want to keep it quiet, that's fine too. And the nice thing about the active exhaust is you can change it on a dial. I think it's really, really cool. It's a cool setup that they give you. Now, the last thing is going to be the Roush Ready package. It comes with the center console vault and an off-road utility kit. That's a $660 package deal as far as that option is concerned. And so that brings you to a grand total of $24,355 for this vehicle. And what's wild is that does not include shipping and handling as well, which I think Roush has got to add that to this order sheet as well. So it gets to be pretty expensive. When you're talking about $24,355, you know, it was not long ago where I bought a $24,000 car, much less a $24,000 package on a vehicle. But once again, I want to stress to you that yes, that's a ton of money. And is it for everybody? Absolutely not. But for those people that can afford it and that want this and that don't want to wait on a Raptor and don't want to pay the premiums of, you know, the Gen 3 Raptor, this is a fantastic opportunity to pick up a comparable vehicle that actually has a V8. Because Ford didn't come out with the V8 Raptor again. Hopefully, fingers crossed for the Raptor R, but once again, at this point, I don't know what to believe anymore. They might come out with the Power Boost Raptor at this point, but I don't want to say anything more because I know that Ford has proven me time and time again that I've been wrong and that the Ford engineers are smarter than I am. But, you know, hopefully with the TRX that has just come out, that hopefully that's pushing Ford to get a nasty V8 inside of their new Raptor. But this video is not about a Raptor. It's about the Roush F150. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been a little entertaining. Hopefully it's been a little humorous. Hopefully we've learned you something, as we say in Alabama. But if nothing else, thank you very, very much for joining this video. If you made it this far in this video, you need to go ahead and check out tccustoms.com because we are giving away a 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. And with the help of TC Customs, we're actually giving it away after we customize it. So we've already done a lift kit. We've already done a wheels and tires. We've already done leather. We're about to wrap the vehicle. We've done window tint. We are completely tricking this thing out. Now, how do you enter to win that contest is real simple. Every piece of hat or shirt or merchandise, anything you buy on tccustoms.com gets you one automatic extra entry into the giveaway. If you happen to buy a lift kit or a leveling kit or any kind of parts for your vehicle, gets you 3 extra entries into the giveaway. So what are you waiting for? Go to tccustoms.com. I'll have all that linked down below and you can check that out. And we also from time to time have coupon codes on the website, so make sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel with that bell notification turned on so you don't miss a single video. Peace.